Hello everyone and welcome. That's a home run. That's not supposed to be on. Get rid of that there. And welcome to, what's tonight? What day is it? It's Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday, week 2 of the S24 season. See some fun people in the chat, though. Wombat's here. Never mind, there's no fun people in the chat. Yeah. I am AU Gold, host for the evening. You get to listen to my, whatever you consider my voice to be, silky smooth or annoying, grating. It's up to you. We're going to go ahead and jump in here to our first day. We're just going to go ahead and jump in. There were no games on the 24th. That's where we left off on a Saturday. 25th brings us to our first game of the night. Our first prime time as well in Detroit and Sarasota. So, as we take a look at the lineup here, Sarasota is favored pretty heavily. Though, with prime times, anything can happen, and Detroit has been showing some spunk this year, so we'll see what happens. Listen, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to publish my @everyone's, so I didn't. I guess I can now. I guess it won't let me now. Oh well. So let's see here. What are stat teams bringing us today? Starting for the Demons, making sure that's right. Yes, it is. Will be striker spin rate, a longtime Cancun Toros pitcher. New acquisition this offseason spin rate is 4-1 with a 3.86 ERA over his 6 starts and is on a 2-game winning streak. Starting for the Supernova is Kendrick Baxter. His 4th season with Sarasota, off to a rocky 0-2 start with a 9.12 ERA. Looking to turn things around here as this first primetime game gets started. Luckily, the Sarasota Bats have been on fire with Jay Kane, a 5.24 average in a 6-game hitting streak, and Ionel Bogascu, a 3.75 average with 4 home runs in the last 10 games. So that might propel Sarasota to a victory. And it's still early in the season, but both teams are currently sitting a few games back out of the wild card slot. The Demons 1 game back and Supernovas 3. And the teams have made the playoffs in quite some time. 8 seasons for Sarasota and 5 for the Demons. So let's see if this game sets either of them on a hot streak into the playoffs. So let's get going. Leading things off is Victor Herrera as he grounds that one to the third baseman. Knox sends this one deep and out of the park for a home run. A 421-foot solo shot puts Detroit up 1-0.
Out of the park.
Dimes will strike out looking there for the second out. And Armstrong pops this one up to center field to end the top of the first. Red Arrow will strike out looking. Carlos Crashwagon sends that one to the third baseman for the first out, or second out. And Bogascu, looking to continue his hot streak, does strike out to start his game tonight. Mo Willis will take a walk on over to first to lead things off, a 4-pitch walk. Stacking Paper follows that up with his own walk. Runners on first and second as Danny B. Oh, and that's going to be a double play. A line drive to the second baseman over to the shortstop covering second. I've never seen that one before as Yanaltz pops out into the foul territory. Torrent will strike out looking to lead off the second inning. Taters grounds that one, and that's going to be picked up by the pitcher. Westfall grounds that one to the third baseman, and 3 up, 3 down for striker spin rate. Joe Burrow, with both of his knees still attached, grounds that one to the shortstop. Victor Herrera flies out to right field. Revenox gets that one into center field past a diving shortstop. And Nicholson Dimes grounds that one to the second baseman to end the top of the third. Ask the booth, will there be a drop third strike today? No. Why doesn't your dad love you? You might need to go on a inner soul search for that answer. As Panda struck out, I believe, and Buckley flies out to center field. JK, oh, you're right. Sorry, guys. Out of the town scoreboard. I'll get that up right now. Had that off since the playoffs last year. As actually, that's an out at home. An attempt to score from home, or score from second, is denied. I also have BNN off. Boy, I did not set up anything for today. So apologies. The scoreboard will be back up next game because BNN is currently off from when I had it set up for the playoffs last year. So I will make sure to get that set up next time. Apologies, everyone. We'll have to go through those quick sims pretty quick then. Apologies, everyone. As Crash Wagon now up for Sarasota. Oops, please continue the game. Thank you. Grounds out to the pitcher. And that'll end the third inning. They do get a couple runners on and a hit, but unable to score a run. Who should I pick as an upset in your bracket? ASU. Armstrong sends that one out of the park. One more time. A home run for Detroit. Puts them up 2-0. Willis grounds that one to the shortstop. Stacking paper. Strikes out swinging. And Danny B pops up, flies that one out to right field. Are the Lemurs better than the Swifties? Everyone's better than the Swifties. Bogescu strikes out, looking to lead off the fourth inning. Torrent will strike out swinging. And Taters grounds that one to the third baseman, but that's going to be an error, as that is dropped at first base. And Westfall flies out to right field to end the bottom of the fourth. Get out of here, Slack. As Yonaltz grounds out to the shortstop, Burrow strikes out looking. And Herrera takes a walk. Revenox lines that one, and that's actually a bloop single into left center field. Dimes gets that one into left field, and that's going to be an RBI single. Armstrong sends that one to center field, but that's going to be caught. And the Demons add to their lead 3-0. Fisher needs 7 home runs to break the minors record. How long will it take? It won't take at all. He's not going to break it. As Panda grounds out to the third baseman. Buckley lines out to the second baseman, and Jay Kane will take a walk. Red Arrow sends that one to the shortstop, and that'll be the end of the fifth inning. Oh, an infield single from Willis. I'm actually surprised the first baseman didn't handle that himself. Doesn't matter. A 5-4-3 double play from Stacking Paper and a strikeout from Danny B. Crash Wagon gets that one into center field for a lead-off single. Bogescu with a 2-run home run to right field. 435-foot blast puts this a 1-run game in the bottom of the sixth. Torrent swings at one way outside and grounds out to the shortstop. Taters flies out to center field. Westfall gets this one into center field for a single. Panda takes a walk. Runners on first and second for Bruce Buckley as Luke Wright comes in relief. He gets the ground out. Chant McQuack on the mound now for Sarasota. Gets a ground out from Yonaltz. Gerald Burrow sends that one deep to left field, but not deep enough. That's going to be the second out. And Victor Herrera grounds that one to the first baseman to end the top of the seventh. Going to the bottom now, Ricky Vaughn on the mound. Walks Jay Kane to start the bottom of the seventh. Red Arrow, fielder's choice, grounded to the second baseman. Red Arrow steals unsuccessfully second base as he's thrown out. Crash Wagon gets that one into center field. Bogescu gets that one into center field as well. Runners on first and second make it bases loaded for Sandy Taters, as this game is going to be Sarasota's to lose now, as Taters actually gets an RBI double. Westfall grounds out to the shortstop, but Detroit has given this one to Sarasota in the bottom of the 7th. Revan Knox grounds out to the shortstop for the first out of the top of the 8th. Dimes grounds out to the second baseman, and Armstrong will strike out looking. Panda will strike out looking as well. Buckley takes a walk. Tim Galvin, tall skinny man on the mound, as he walks Jay Kane. And Red Arrow. Sorry, hang on. Red Arrow does good, but she's throwing up a little bit. I don't know if she still is. She's in the process of throwing up. He's like, yeah, doing her thing. Sorry guys, cat's throwing up on the bed, so making sure that doesn't actually happen. There is no commentary, as Willis actually leads things off in the top of the 9th with a double. Stack and Paper does ground out to the third baseman. Danny B strikes out looking, or swinging. Yunalt keeps this inning alive with a single. Runners on the corners with the tying run in. Charlie Law Jr. gets that one to the wall in left field. Runners in scoring position for Victor Herrera, as the inning is over with a ground out to the first baseman. Sarasota takes the game 6-4. Is she good? Yeah, I just heard her going, blah. You good? You okay? She's fine. Sarasota takes the win in a 6-4 victory, coming back late in the game, actually scoring 6 runs in the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Led by kind of Bogescu and Red Arrow, both going 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Bogescu and Crash Wagon also getting 2 runs. Champ McQuack takes the win. Black takes the save. Ricky Vaughn does take the loss for Detroit, and striker spin rate is the player of the game. And Jay Kane ties the Sarasota regular season game record for walks with 4. That's impressive. Going 0 for 0 with 4 walks and a run. Congratulations, Jay Kane. You did not have an at-bat. All right, let me... we're just going to autoplay all games today. Around the league here, the Crabs beat the Apex 5-0. 3 for 5 from Drakenberg, and 2 for 5 with 2 runs from Rusty Kuntz. Tachibana takes the win, going 7 1/3. You Need to Calm Down takes the loss, going 6, and Kaide Tachibana is the player of the game. Death Valley takes a 1-0 win over the Toros. The 1 run coming from, it looks like, an Alderson solo home run in the bottom of the 2nd, going 1 for 3 with 1 RBI and 1 run. Orem going 3 for 3 and unable to be brought home, so that's pain. Green takes the win, Leong takes the save, Lemon takes the loss, and Shane Green is the player of the game. The Rougarou, in a high-scoring affair versus the Vandals, win 11-6. 2 3 for 5 appearances from Bonanza and Geronimo on the side of New Orleans. 2 RBIs from Bonanza and 3 RBIs from Geronimo. Viagetti takes the win. Takahashi, for the side of Vancouver, takes the loss. Chadwick takes the save, and Zach Mouse is the player of the game. The Foxes win over the Raptors 6-0. 2 hit days from Alomar, Hunter, and Oakwood Stud. Ivy Leaf takes the win for Kashima. Chank Daly Tally takes the loss for Boise, and Ivy Leaf is the player of the game. The Stars win in the top of the ninth with a 1-run inning, beating the Aviators 4-3. 2 hits out of Zach Johnson and Thomas Rose. El Charo takes the win for Nashville. Blue Line takes the save. Jose 43 takes the loss, and Lucky El Charo is the player of the game. The Voyagers beat the Sloss in an almost comeback, 8-6, as the Sloss scored 4 runs in the last 2 innings. The Voyagers, though, 2 hits from Eric Rivers and RJ Menard, both of them with 3 RBIs. A couple stolen bases from Swerve and Iridian for New York as well. Tokiyami takes the win for New York. Rayner takes the loss for San Antonio, only going 2 innings. And Eric Rivers is the player of the game. Down in the minors, none of these got played either. The 66ers beat the Mounties 2-1. Bongo Luongo goes 2 for 4 with a run. And actually, Vanderbilt goes 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run as well. MacArthur takes the win for San Bernardino. Oh boy, that's a name. Matty DeFerrari. Oh, okay. I can say that. DeFerrari takes the loss, and Robert Gimes is the player of the game. The Lemurs take a game over the Kingpins to put their record actually at 500. Winning 9-7 with a walk-off 2-run home run by Ronald Dino in the bottom of the 9th. So Ronald Dino with a 1 for 4 day with 2 RBIs, a walk, and 2 runs. Kratt gets a blown save for Louisville. McFraud takes the win for Louisville. Stormbliss gets the loss and a blown save for Chicago. And Maxto Poutine is the player of the game. What did Poutine do? Poutine went 3 for 5. Nice. The Dynamos beat the Bears 1-0 with a run in the bottom of the 2nd. Actually, from a walk. A Bodnar walk, who went 0 for 3 with a walk and an RBI, scored the only run. Sanchez takes the win. Simile and McDonald gets holds, and LaCroix takes the save. Boyd Jr. takes the loss for Brew City, and Giovanni Sanchez is the player of the game. The Wheelers crush the Hebcats. Not really crush, just a high-scoring affair, 10-6. 3 for 5 day with 2 RBIs and 2 runs for a cardboard cutout of Derek Jeter. Ono with the win. Hiro Ono with the win for Anchorage, and Smithers with a hold, and Homie with a loss and a blown save for Kansas City. Will Fisher is the player of the game. Will Fisher having gone 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 3 runs. The Dillos with a walk-off run-scoring single by Campbell, taking an 8-7 win over the Swifties. 3 for 4 day for Knight with 2 runs, lots of RBIs on the side of the Dillos, actually. Tano takes the win and a blown save for the Dillos. Tito takes the loss and a blown save for State College, and Lucas Shapiro is the player of the game. Alrighty, that's the 25th. On to the 26th, our second primetime game. Kashima Vandals. Alright, let's first off spin down, turn on BNN. So we'll be good there. For Kashima and the Vandals, just looking at all the Vandal stuff there, all the Vandal pictures, pretty much Vandals, except for the starting pitcher, Jack Rollo. Let's see here. Kashima Vandals. Rookie pitcher Jack Rollo will get the start today for the Foxes. He's still looking to pick up his first big league win of his career, as the former Mountie is 0-3 with a 5.40 ERA over 6 starts so far. So not a great start for the rookie. Hopefully able to get a win there. Veteran pitcher Colton Kai on the side of the Vandals, his 11th season in the Bigs, with a decent 3.3 record so far, with a 4.36 ERA over 6 starts. A battle today between the top and bottom teams. I'm not sure if that's still true, but it was when this was written. As the Vandals sit at the top of the West at 18-8, and the Foxes sit in the bottom with 10-16. The Foxes' win yesterday might have changed that slightly. Pitching for the Vandals has overall been pretty good, especially later in the game when two of the top relievers, Colby Kidd and Homura Fuji, we'll see if they make an appearance today, currently tied for second in saves with 5 each. Colby Kidd also leads the league in ERA with 1.32 over his 16 games so far this season. So that sets up our game here. Let's get it going in the actual sim. And this time with a scoreboard. There we go. Let's go. Cloudera to lead things off. Pops that one in foul territory. Valor gets that one actually to the right field corner, and that's going to be a double. Oakwood Stud will strike out swinging. And Julio Ruiz grounds that one to the second baseman, and that's going to actually end the top of the first. Zach Lodge will walk to lead off the bottom of the first. Sessions is going to put this one right in the Vandals column with a 2-run, 457-foot home run. Zach Mouse is going to try and follow up with his own home run, but actually flies out to left field. Toby Muffin grounds out to the second baseman, and McGrath, ooh, that's actually past the third baseman. That's going to be another double in this inning. Geronimo Shittermean, that's going to be a wild pitch. Doesn't end up costing them anything, though, as Shiridami strikes out. Kevin Hunter will take a walk on over to first to lead off the second. Dawson Jr. pops that one up into left field. Actually, it's a fly ball for an out. Alomar will strike out looking. Sims gets that one into center field. That's going to put runners on the corners for Loet Joe, who's going to get an RBI single to left field. Cloudera with runners on the move. Is this going to be tied game? It is. An RBI single to center, and this game is 2-2. Fidel Valor pops that one up to the first baseman to end the inning, but not before Colton Kai gives up 2 earned runs. Bob Gibbles pops that one up to the second baseman, I think that was. Sam Andrews takes this game right back with a solo home run, 431 feet to left center field. That was out of here the moment it hit the bat. Danny Gonzalez will strike out swinging. And Zach Lodge, whoa, missile to third base, but easily handled by Dawson Jr. Oakwood Stud pops that one up, and that's a fly out to right field. Julio Ruiz will take a walk. Kevin Hunter, ow, that's a hit by pitch. They're going to put that man on. Runners on first and second for Dawson Jr. as he strikes out. And Alomar flies out to center field, and that's going to end the threat there. Herb Sessions pops that one up, and that's an easy out to center field. Zach Mouse takes a walk. Toby McMuffin, that's going to be not a double play, just a fielder's choice. 4-6 as the put out there. Lunchbox Lunchbox McGrath grounds to the third baseman to end the inning. Sims will strike out swinging. Lowett Joe gets that one past the first baseman for a single. Cloudera sends that one deep, and that's gone. A home run for Cloudera puts the Foxes up 4-3. Del Valor flies. Ooh, a wonderful catch in right field for an out. And Oakwood Stud will fly out to the left fielder to end the top of the fourth. Shitterme grounds to the shortstop for the first out. Gibbles will strike out swinging. Sam Andrews grounds out to the first baseman to end the bottom of the fourth. Julio Ruiz will ground out to the shortstop. Kevin Hunter will walk on a 4-pitch walk. And Kevin Hunter on the move easily steals second. Dawson Jr. walks as well on a full count. Alomar pops this one up to the third baseman. And Sims strikes out. So the runner in scoring position does not come in to score. Danny Gonzalez leads these off for the Vandals with a single to center. Lodge with a grounder to the shortstop. That's going to be a fielder's choice. Sessions will strike out looking. And Zach Lodge on the move steals second. Zach Mouse with a liner to right field. That's going to score a run. This game is tied one more time. Toby McMuffin flies deep center field, but caught right at the warning track. Let's start this game fresh one more time. Lowett Joe to lead things off. Grounds out to the first baseman. Cloudera will strike out looking. Del Valor sends that one to center field for a single. Oakwood Stud will strike out looking. So just the one hit, but nothing doing for the Foxes. Lunchbox McGrath sends that one to left field for an out. Shitterme. Ooh, that's going to get by the first baseman down the line, and that's an easy double. And they will intentionally walk Bob Gibbles here. Sets up the double plays, and they strike out Sam Andrews. And Danny Gonzalez takes advantage of the man on first and sends that one deep to right field for a 3-run home run. Lodge will strike out swinging as DJ Law comes in relief. Troy Pressing on the mound now. Actually was on the mound last inning. Strikes out Ruiz. Hunter will strike out as well. And Dawson will strike out. 3 up, 3 down, all strikeouts by Troy Pressing. Herb Sessions flies out to center. Zach Mouse takes a walk. Toby McMuffin flies out to right field, and that runner's going to stay on first. And McGrath will line that one to the third baseman. Benito Alomar will strike out swinging. Sims strikes out looking. And Lowett Joe will strike out swinging as Colby Kidd comes up 3 up, 3 down with all strikeouts. Shitterme will ground that one to the shortstop. Gibbles gets that one into the right center field gap for a double. Andrews is going to be intentionally walked. And this is looking familiar as Danny Gonzalez delivers a single to make the bases loaded, and Zach Lodge cashes in with a 2 RBI single to center field. Scotty Omega now on the mound to try and just get out of this 8th inning as he strikes out Sessions and has back-to-back strikeouts in Mouse. So the Foxes need 5 to send this one to the bottom of the 9th, and that's a grounder from Cloudera. Valor having an impressive 3 for 5 day, I believe, with a single into center. Oakwood Stud keeping this inning alive with a double. Ruiz will strike out swinging. Down to the final out, Kevin Hunter strikes out swinging, and the Foxes fall 9-7 to the Vandals. The Vandals win 9-4. I think I said 9-7, but I meant 9-4. As Danny Gonzalez leads the way with a 3 for 4 day with 3 RBIs and 1 run. Pressing takes the win. Colby Kidd takes the save. Rolo takes the loss for Kashima, and Danny Gonzalez, rightfully so, is the player of the game. Around the league here, the Apex beat the Voyagers 3-0. 2 for 4 day from Winston with an RBI. Not a lot of offense. Actually, only a 2-hit day for New York. Lagoose takes the win. Bolanos takes the save. Slothface takes the loss. And Shifty Lagoose is the player of the game. The Scorpions beat the Crabs 7-1 as the only run coming in the bottom of the ninth for the Crabs. Let's see here. Everyone for Death Valley gets hits except for Alderson going 0 for 4. 2 hits from Orm and 2 hits from Love. Not a lot of offense on the side of Providence, though. Rusty Coons with 2 walks. That's actually pretty cool. Like me some walks. Sims takes the win. Casey takes the loss for Providence. Leong takes the save for Death Valley. Justin Sims is the player of the game. The Rougarou just walk all over the Toros in a 14-1 win. 2-hit days from, let's see, Bonanza and Beauregard with a 3-hit day from Naz Hammond, going 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs, a walk, and a run. Nakamura takes the win for New Orleans. Nacho Varga takes the loss for Cancun, and Naz Hammond is the player of the game. The Stars beat the Sloths 7-5. Stars making a run here. It's very interesting. 2-hit days from Meredith and Philly Fan in the bottom of the order there, numbers 8 and 9. Obama takes the win with McFlorida Man getting a hold for Nashville. Grier takes the loss for San Antonio, and Barack Obama is the player of the game. The Aviators beat the Supernova 8-5. 2 hits for Hunter Geist, Tyler Swift, and Dub City, with Dub City actually having 3 RBIs and a run in that game. Jose 43 gets the win, going 1 2/3 late in this game. Champ McQuack takes the hold. Maddox Jr. takes the loss, and a blown save for Sarasota. Dub City is the player of the game. And then the Demons beat the Raptors 8-4. 3 hits from Stanley Inalts, going 1 RBI with 1 run. Carsey takes the win. Wooler takes the loss. Connor McNavitt is the player of the game, and there was an hour-long delay for rain in the 4th inning. That's the majors. In the minors, the Wheelers beat the Hepcats 3-1. 3-hit day from Troy Dominique, with an RBI. Actually, a 3 for 4 day from a cardboard cutout of Derek Jeter. Hodder takes the win for Anchorage. Roach takes the save. Murley takes the loss, and Perry Hodder is the player of the game. Kingpins squeeze out a win, 1-0, with a lot of offense, but only 1 run to show for it. 2 hit days from Sandwiches and Gray on the side of Chicago. Gunk takes the win, Sky takes the save, Krat takes the loss, and Tony Gunk is the player of the game. Oh. Hard to drink water if the bottle's not open. The Dynamos, with a walk-off solo home run from Krustis, take the win over Brew City. 4 for 3 in the victory. 3 hits from and Krustis. 2 RBIs from Krustis and 1 from is this a bot? DVS relief pitcher takes the win for Dallas, getting 1/3 of an inning in 10 pitches. Peace takes a blown save, and Cheeks takes the loss for Brew City. And Giannis Krustis is the player of the game. I could, that's a human? That's not a bot. Who is that? Why don't I know who that is? I'm so confused. I'll just pronounce later. Don't worry. The Dillos beat the Swifties 4-2. 3 hits from, is that Dan King? It is Dan King. 3 hits from Dan King in a 3-for-4 appearance with 1 run. Oh, it's Smitty. Oh, I should have known that, I guess. Barron takes the win for the Dillos. Arms takes the save. Baldelli takes the loss. And John Barron, the starting pitcher for the Dillos, is the player of the game. The 66ers beat the Mounties 8-3. Boy, everyone but Rodriguez gets a hit, but Rodriguez actually gets on base with 2 walks. However, 3 for 4 from Vanderbilt, 2 for 5 from Bougie with 4 RBIs and a run. Diglett takes the win. Balls takes the loss. Dirk Diglett, the starting pitcher for San Bernardino, is the player of the game. That's the 26th. So on to the 27th. We have our next already going, whatever it was called, prediction, which I think actually finished up. Sloss versus Nashville. So let's get this game on the road. Let's see, Bobby Daring on the mound for the Sloths. So far he's been exceptional, posting a 3-0 record. 2.51 ERA over 7 starts so far. He's given up 2 earned runs in his last 3 games, including a game against Kashima where he racked up 12 strikeouts in just 6 innings. Daring having a season. Taylor Johnson, the longtime Nashville starter, had a great start to the season, posting a 4-2 record with a 2.77 ERA over 7 starts. Currently coming off a win against Outer Banks in which he played 7 shutout innings and racked up 8 strikeouts with only 2 walks. Also, both of these in under 1 whip. I'm noticing it's gonna be a pitcher's duel, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout this game for the base runners, as the Stars lead the league in stolen bases with 41, led by Tanner Hopman with 13 and Zach Johnson with 11. See if anyone can even get on base. Side of the Sloths, they've been really crushing it on their batting side. They lead the league in home runs with 51 and have the best team slugging percentage at .482. Success of San Antonio's batting is no small part due to Bobby McDonald, who leads the league in batting average, slugging percentage, WAR, isolated power, and RBIs. We have a hard-hitting Sloths versus a fast, speedy boys Nashville, but also whips of under 1 for both of the pitchers. Let's see what's going on here in this game. Sloths have advantage lineup-wise, but anything can happen. As Stan Antonio leads this off with a triple to right center field. That's how you start a game. John Camden will strike out looking. Scott Poe flies this one out to right field. Is that going to score a run? It is. The Sloths go up pretty early in the game. Bobby McDonald flies that one out to right field, and that ends the top of the first. Tanner Hopman grounds that one, and that's a error at third base. Hopman with a steal attempt, unable to actually make it, gets thrown out as Zach Johnson grounds out to the second baseman, and Booswell pops that one up to the infield. Tomato Turtle will take a walk on over to first. Haywood Dingle grounds that one to the second baseman in a 4-6-3 double play. And Acuna Matata strikes out to end the top of the second. Brandon Fry grounds that one to the first baseman. Rose, a diving catch in left field. It's the second out. And Cade Munson with the first hit for Nashville to left field. Svanberg will strike out swinging. Christy Abbott sends that one to left field for a single. Roberto Khan. That's a little pop-up in foul territory. Stan Antonio continues their day with a walk, as John Camden sends that one out of the park for a home run. 352-foot 3-run blast puts the Sloss up 4-0. Scott Poe will strike out swinging. Bobby McDonald will take a walk, and this inning will continue. As Toronto Hamana strikes out. Ugh. Meredith will strike out swinging. Philly fan sends that one to center field for an out. And Hotman actually gets that one into right center field for a double. Hotman a threat to steal. Let's see if it happens. It's not going to, as Zach Johnson flies out to left field. Dinkle with a grounder to the second baseman. Matata will strike out swinging. Christy Abbott. Whoa, that's going to be an infield single. Able to get out of the box quick there was Abbott. As Roberto Khan sends that one to left field for an out. Booswell grounds that one to the second baseman. Brandon Fry gets that one into right field for a single. Thomas Rose, but first, Fry's caught stealing. Oh, that's 2 outs on the base paths already for the Stars. Rose gets a single and successfully steals second. As Munson flies that one out to center field to end the inning. Stan Antonio will strike out swinging. John Camden grounds that one to the third baseman. Scott Poe is gonna score, actually, on his own hit. A 439-foot solo home run puts the Sloss up 5-0. Bobby McDonald grounds to the second baseman to end the inning. Svanberg pops that one up high up in the air. And actually ends up in right field for an out. Meredith to right center for the second out. Philly fan strikes out swinging. 3 up, 3 down for Bobby Daring. Taylor Johnson gives up a single tomato turtle. As Haywood Dinkle grounds to a double play for 6-3, and Acuna Matata grounds out to the second baseman. 3 up, 3 down, technically, for the Sloths. Hotman will strike out swinging. Johnson, that's going to be a single. They're ruling that a single. Booswell will strike out swinging. Johnson steals second. Brandon Fry, is this going to score their first run? It will. An RBI single to right field. Thomas Rose almost made that into a single, but just gets thrown out at first. Christy Abbott. That one's going to hit the right field wall, and that's going to be an easy double. Roberto Khan flies out to center field. It's going to be the first out. San Antonio's going to score a run here with an RBI double to right center field. John Camden grounds that one to the third baseman, and Scott Poe grounds that one to the first baseman. So as the Stars score a run, the Sloths come right back and get the run right back as well. Munson grounds out to the first baseman, it looked like. Svanberg grounds out to the third baseman. And Meredith will strike out swinging. 3 up, 3 down for King George III. Bingo Hammersmith on the mound was actually on the mound last inning. Gets a ground out from McDonald. Gets a ground out from Tomato Turtle. And a strikeout from Haywood Dinkle. Jagger Philly fan flies one out to right field for an out. Hopman grounds that one out to the second baseman. And Zach Johnson flies that one out to center field to end the bottom of the 8th. Acuna Matata flies that one to right field for an out. Christy Abbott will strike out looking. Roberto Khan is going to continue this inning, actually, with a double to right center. Stan Antonio, with a near-perfect day, gets an RBI again. John Camden continuing this top of the 9th with 2 outs. The single there, and a wild pitch puts runners on second and third. But they're not going to come in to be dangerous as Scott Poe strikes out swinging. 3 outs, 6 runs to send this to extras. Booswell leads things off pretty well with a double to right field. Brandon Fry flies one out to center, and that's a diving play out there in the outfield. Thomas Rose will strike out looking. Cade Munson, that's going to be an infield single and an error as a run scores. Svanberg up, flies out to center, and that's going to be all she wrote for this game. As the Sloths win 7-2 over the Stars. There's only really 2 people on the offensive side for these Sloths to talk about. Stan Antonio with a 3-for-4 day and 2 RBIs, and John Camden 2-for-5 with 3 RBIs. Bobby Daring does take the win for Stan Antonio. Taylor Johnson takes the loss. And Stan Antonio is the player of the game. Around the league now, Sarasota beats the Aviators 8-5. 3-for-3 day with 6 RBIs, 2 walks, and 3 runs is Sandy Taters. Whoa, what a day. Pozo takes the win for Sarasota. Cato takes the loss for Outer Banks. Sandy Taters is the player of the game. And Sandy Taters ties the regular season game record for Sarasota for home runs with 3. 3 hits, 3 home runs, and 6 RBIs. That's an impressive day. The Rougarou barely hang on in the last few innings there, beating the Toros 10-8. 3-for-4 with 4 RBIs and 3 runs from Beauregard. Coco McQueen takes the win. Pleasance takes the hold. Salchicha takes the save. Flowers takes the loss. And Gustav Beauregard is the player of the game. Oh, whoa! A 16-inning affair as the Apex walk off with a sac fly in the bottom of the 16th in a 2-1 victory over the Voyagers. There's like no offense. 2 for 6 from Dominguez Jr. with 2 RBIs. Let's go look at how destroyed the bullpen is. It's everyone. Everyone was used. Bolanos gets the hold. Maple takes a blown save. Slepian takes the win for Indianapolis. Lemieux takes the loss. Starter Doug Danley is the player of the game. And boy, oh boy, starting pitcher Noah Slepian in the 15th and 16th innings. This is going to ruin both bullpens and Indianapolis's, get out of here, starting rotation, actually. It's not great for Indianapolis or New York. The Vandals with a 6-3 win over the Foxes. A 2-for-4 win with, or a 2-for-4 day with 1 RBI and 1 run from Toby McMuffin. Johnson takes the win. Kidd takes a hold. Fuji takes the save. And Itsuko Rune takes the loss. Alec Johnson, the starting pitcher, is the player of the game. The Crabs hold on for a win over the Scorpions, 4-1. 2 hit days from Literis and Dowd. Both are actually also getting 2 RBIs. Only hits on the side of Death Valley coming from the 7 and 8 spots. Kuramochi takes the win for Providence. Horse takes the save. Urquides Garcia takes the loss, and Lucien Kuramochi is the player of the game. And the Raptors beat the Demons 5-3. As a 1-for-4 day with 3 RBIs and a run from Petra Sabor. Lucas takes the win, Paul takes the hold, White takes the save, Mitchell takes the loss, and Andrew Lucas is the player of the game. That's the majors. Down the minors. The Bears beat the Dynamos 6-5 with a 2-run top of the 9th. Actually, the impressive offensive appearances from going 3-for-4 with 2 RBIs and a run. Though, on the winning side, a 1-for-3 day with 2 RBIs and a run from Sosa. DVS relief pitcher takes the loss for Dallas. LaCroix takes the blown save. Budweiser takes the hold. Ginsburg gets the hold. Gooser takes a blown save, but also the win for Brew City. Ian the Igloo is the player of the game. The Wheelers barely hold on in a 2-1 win over the Hepcats. 2-for-4 day with an RBI from Diamondo. Oh boy, I'm not pronouncing that. Oh no takes the win for Anchorage. Turbo takes the loss for Kansas City, and Johnny Toasties is the player of the game. The 66ers put on a beating over the Mounties, 10-4. 3-for-4 day with 5 RBIs and 2 runs from Vanderbilt on the side of San Bernardino. The Hill takes the win for San Bernardino. Riddle takes the loss, and Joshua Vanderbilt is the player of the game. The Kingpins beat the Lemurs 4-2. 2 hits with 3 RBIs and a run from Scary Terry. Benson takes the win. Schumacher takes the hold. Stormbliss takes the save. And Warner takes the loss on the side of Louisville. Barry B. Benson, the BBB, is the player of the game. And a 1-run game here. The Swifties being the Dillos 6-5. 2-for-5 day with 4 RBIs and a run from the dude. Oh, this dude. It's not the dude. It's this dude. Laurels takes the win. Tito takes the hold. Yader takes the save. Tano takes the loss for the Dillos, and this dude is the player of the game. And that wraps up the 27th. On to the 28th now. No minor games. Boo. We have for us our next game DVS and Providence. As we have Vivi Zielman versus Leo Robert as our starting pitchers here. The Clash of the Claws. This is the first matchup between the Scorpions and the Crabs this season. The first series. The Clash of the Claws is back. Off to a great season, Zielman is currently 4-1 with a 3.80 ERA. In her short career, Vivi has only once finished with a sub-500 record, going 6-for-16 in her rookie year. Since then, she's gone 44-12 over the last 3+ seasons. Zielman has been consistent on the mound this year, earning a quality start in 6 of her 7. Leo Robert, in his rookie season, struggled with control, leads the league in walks with 29 over the 37 innings. Despite the walks, Robert has been an innings eater for Providence. Only once in his first 7 starts has he failed to pitch in the 6th inning. Drachenberg is having a career year. He leads the Crabs in every meaningful offensive category: hits, home runs, RBIs, average, OBP, and WAR. And for Death Valley, James Love is showing resurgence late in his career. Currently hitting, no longer 423. hitting .423 with 3 home runs over the last 7 games, including his 200th. Congratulations to James Love for 200 home runs. Currently has his highest average in 4 years and leads the Scorpions in home runs and RBIs. Okie dokie. Let us be oneth the road. Clash of the Claws as Holding a Fart leads things off, and he's going to get on base immediately with a double and a full count. Orem not going to be able to cash that in as he flies out to right field. James Love, a fart actually steals third. Love sends that one deep to center. That's going to score a run though, a sacrifice fly. LeFave grounds that one to the third. Ooh, first baseman, that gets by, and that's going to be a double. Fullman, and that's out of here. That is a missile to center field, a 445-foot home run. Puts Death Valley up 3-0. Sim with back-to-back 350-foot home runs. Puts Death Valley up 4-0. Cologne grounds that one to the first baseman to end the top of the first. Literus, continuing this inning, finally, of, diving catch in center field. Dowd with an out at first, and Reeves flies out to right field. Alderson is going to take a walk to lead off the top of the second. McGibbon grounds that one to the second baseman for a fielder's choice. Holding a fart gets that one into center field, and that's going to be runners on the corners for Orem. But first, a fart steals second with no throw. Orem to the wall, and... What? I don't know what happened there. I think that's a sac fly. Love grounds out to the shortstop. I don't know what that was. The fielder, slid through the wall and the ball popped out. Kuntz takes a walk. Over to first, Strackenberg will strike out swinging. Al Bunty doesn't bunt and actually grounds into a fielder's choice to the first baseman. And Stein will strike out swinging. LeFave gets that one into right field for a single. Fullman with a grounder to the right field wall for a double. Sim continues to stack the runs on with a single to right field and RBI. Sim steals second as Cologne strikes out. Alderson strikes out as well. Gibbon will ground to the second baseman to end the top of the third. Winters, leading things off in the bottom of the third, strikes out swinging. Bergamo Lemon will strike out as well. Literus gets the first hit of the game for the Crabs into center field. Dowd sends that one deep to center. Ooh, and I think that was a jumping catch by the center fielder, a fart. Whoa. Fart's going to get on base one more time. 3 for 3 today. Fart on the move. Easily steals second. Fart on the move again. Is caught stealing at third. Trying to score on his own, and it doesn't really matter as Orem sends that one to left field for a home run. Love grounds that one to the third baseman for an out. LeFave will strike out swinging to end the inning. I can't see anything because my glasses are off, but that's going to be a double to right field for Reeves. Kuntz grounds to the shortstop for an out. Strackenberg to the first baseman for an out. And Al Bunty to the first baseman for an out as well. Fullman with a grounder to the third baseman. Sim will take a walk on over to first. Sim steals second. Clone will strike out swinging. Alderson gets that one into center field, and that's going to score the run from second. Death Valley has scored in every inning in this game so far. McKibben with an error by the pitcher. And a fart will strike out swinging. Philip Stein to lead things off for the Crabs, as that's a grounder to the first baseman. Winters will strike out swinging. And Bergamo Lemon strikes out as well. Orem leads things off with a well-hit ball to left field, and that's going to be a double. Love gets Orem over to the third with a grounder to the shortstop. The Fave will strike out swinging. Fullman strikes, or actually grounds out to the first baseman, ending Death Valley's scoring streak. Litteris sends that one to center field for an out. Dowd gets that one to left field for a single. Reeves takes a walk. Runners on first and second for Rusty Kuntz as he strikes out looking. Can Drakenberg score them, bring them in? No, he loads the bases though. With everyone on the move in a full count, Bunty grounds to the second baseman. No runs scored with the bases loaded. Sim grounds to the second baseman for an out. Cologne will take a walk. Alderson continues to mash as that's another home run for Death Valley. Scores now 10-0. McGibbon sends that one to right center field, and that's going to be extra bases. That's a double. Fart's going to take a walk. Runners on first and second for Orem as he grounds to the third baseman, and that's an easy 5-4-3 double play. Stein grounds that one to the third baseman for an out. Winters will strike out swinging. Lemon strikes out looking. 3 up, 3 down. With Sealman still on the mound, actually. Probably not after this inning. Love with a grounder to the third baseman. Lefebvre takes a walk. Fullman gets that one into center or to right field for a single. Sim, that's gonna be a 6-4-3 double play, easy inning ending play there. Litteris will strike out swinging, and Zielman still on the mound. Dowd strikes out looking. And Reeves grounds to the second, or to the shortstop, sorry. As Vivi completes 8 innings. Cologne sends that one to left field. That's going to be an out. Alderson will strike out looking. And McGibbon grounds that one to the first baseman for an out. Do they send Vivi back out for the 9th? No, they throw out Icebox Johnson, who immediately beans a guy. Schackenberg takes a walk. Al Bunty pops this one up in foul territory. Stein's gonna cash in some runs here with an RBI double. Winters will strike out swinging. And down to their final out. Bergamo Lemon pops up to the first baseman, and the game ends 10-1. Boy, oh boy. Let's see here. 2 for 4 a day with 3 RBIs and a run from Alderson for Death Valley. Zielman takes the win, going 8 innings. Robert takes the loss. Zielman is the player of the game. Around the rest of the league, the Toros beat the Rougarou 3-0. Hits for lots of people on the side of Cancun, but 1 for 2 day with an RBI, 2 walks, and 2 runs for Salmons the second. Arian takes the win for Cancun. Voss takes the hold. McDougal takes the loss for New Orleans, and Mac Arian is the player of the game. Meanwhile, Michael Fitted ties the regular season game record for strikeouts with 5. I'm sorry, Michael Fitted. Not a good record to hold. The Apex in another extra inning game with the Voyagers win 5-4 with a sacrifice fly from Ben Dover in the bottom of the 11th. So Ben Dover going 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a walk, getting the winning RBI there. Slepian takes the win for Indianapolis. Sutherland takes the loss for New York, and Andrea Maggiacomo is the player of the game. Outer Banks beats Sarasota 4-1. Outer Banks goes 3 for 4 for Bergen Cannon with an RBI. Ripsbad takes the loss. Ben Caden takes the save for Outer Banks. Torkelton takes the loss for Sarasota, and Justin Ripsbad is the player of the game. The Foxes beat the Vandals 9-1. Everyone on the side of Kashima gets hits except for Sumi2. A 2 for 4 day with 3 RBIs, a walk, and a run from Hunter. Rich Evans takes the win for Kashima and the player of the game. Digger Jr. takes the loss for Vancouver. The Stars with another impressive win over the Sloss, going 10-7. Three hits and quite a few people here. Brandon Fry 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Meredith with the same. And on the side of San Antonio, McDonald 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. But Florida Man takes the win for Nashville. Blue Line gets the save. Dugan takes the loss and a blown save for San Antonio. And Wendell Meredith is the player of the game. The Demons go 3-1 over the Raptors. One hit from a lot of people. Like everyone. No one had a multi-hit day. Congratulations, everyone. You all succeeded by the minimal amount. Bentley takes the win for Detroit. Galvin gets the hold. Bellinger Jr. takes the save. Bisquick takes the loss on the side of Boise. Bentley is the player of the game, and there was a 12-minute rain delay in the ninth. And there were no minors games. Haha. Finishes up the 28th. No majors games on the 29th. There are minors games, though. So, quick sim. The Lemurs. The Lemurs beat the Dynamos 4-3. No, I don't want to. I understand, Rabbit. No. The Lemurs beat the Dynamos 4-3. 2 hits from Ronald Inho. Ronald Dino. You're a dinosaur now. 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. Kratt takes the win. McFraud takes the save for Louisville. McDonald takes the loss and a blown save for Dallas. And Casey Tam is the player of the game. Ronald Dino. Got it. The Wheelers beat the Bears 10-4. Wheelers beat the Bears 10-4. So Franco, Fisher, and of Derek Jeter have 3 hits. Of Derek Jeter, though, 3 for 5 with 6 RBIs and a run. Louisville. Baxter takes the win. Bumbles takes the loss. A cardboard cutout of Derek Jeter is the player of the game, and there was a rain delay 29 minutes in the third inning. Bongo Gongo. The 66ers beat the Hepcats 7-6. Oh, look, it's Remember Vivambita. Pretzelman. Pretzelman goes 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs. Sullivan takes the win. MacArthur takes the hold. Dot takes the save for San Bernardino. Smithers takes the loss for Kansas City. And Peter Pretzelman is the player of the game. I want me a pretzel now, man. I want like one of those Those nice pretzels you would get at a mall that come with like mustard dipping sauce. Oh, I like those. The Dillos beat the Kingpins 6-2. Spock goes 3 for 4 with an RBI, a walk, and 3 runs. Roshi takes... Is that... Roshi takes the win. Bunbury takes the save for the Dillos. Ooh, blueberry lemonade? Aw. Lemonade takes the loss for Chicago, and Spock is your player of the game. Yeah, man, you get some of that, like, Dijon mustard dipping sauce. Aw. Can't beat it. The Mounties take a win over the Swifties, 10-2. Boss Jr. goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs and a run. Is that like the water? Boss? Wilson takes the win. DeFerrari takes the save for Kingston. Keeler takes the loss for State College. And Mike Voss Jr. is the player of the game. That wraps up our 29th. On to the 30th. Oh, there's Majors games. Dang it. We got another quick sim. Alright, let's just... All games. Let's just do it. Whoa! Look at that graph. The Raptors beat the Rougarou in a walk-off 2-run double style from Beauchamp. An 8-7 win. So Beauchamp 2 for 5 with 5 RBIs. Beauchamp showing up today. Walter White. Hey, he's made himself into a baseball player. Cool. Walter White gets the win and a blown save for Boise. DeMarco takes the loss for New Orleans. And Richie Bonanza, the player of the game, going 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs and a run. The Scorpions in a walk-off run-scoring triple by Shang-Chuan Sim, as the Scorpions beat the Aviators 7-6. Whoa, okay. Just because I noticed it. 4 walks from Orem. 2 for 3 day from Lefebvre with 4 RBIs, 2 walks, and 2 runs from Leblef. Farnworth takes the blown save. A Rat takes the win for Death Valley. Bin Caden takes a blown save for Outer Banks. 43 takes the loss. Elliot Leblef takes the player of the game. And Orem, thank you very much, ties the regular season DVS game record for walks with 4. I'll take it. The Demons hold on just barely over the Voyagers, 7-6, as the Voyagers score 1 in the top of the 9th. Ooh, 3 for 3 day with 4 RBIs and 3 runs for Nicholson Dimes. Talk about that. Getting on base 3 times. 2 home runs, by the way, for Nicholson Dimes. All right, we need to break down Dimes' day. 3 hits in 3 at-bats. 2 of them are home runs. The 3rd time he was on base, he scored anyway. There's 2 home runs in the 1st inning and the 5th inning. A 2 RBI home run and a 1 RBI home run. Talk about just production out of Nicholson Dimes there. Lewis takes the win in the blown save. Ricky Vaughn takes the hold. White takes the hold. Galvin takes the save for Detroit. Graves takes the loss. And Nicholson Dimes is the player of the game. Can't stop, won't stop. What in the... What is this? What is this? The Toros in a comeback victory. Massive comeback over the Sloss 10-9 with a 6-run bottom of the 9th. What in the world is this? Alright, let's see. Bottom of the 9th, Esposito hit a run-scoring double. Peter LaFleur hit a 2-run triple. And Walrus with a walk-off run-scoring single. Wow. I've never seen a graph like this. That's impressive. Everyone had offense. Michael Fitted and Roberto Khan, I'm sorry, you did not show up to the party. Everyone else had offense. I don't... What happened? Shu takes the win, going 1 2/3 for Cancun. Duggan takes the hold. Windsor takes the loss for San Antonio, pitching 20 pitches and not getting an out, giving up 5 earned runs and 6 hits. Haywood Dinkle is the player of the game. Dinkle... Where is Dinkle? What does he do? Who is... I'm lost. Dinkle's not even a player on this team, is he? He's for the Sloths. Where's Haywood Dinkle? Oh, there he is. Dinkle went 2 for 2 with an RBI, 2 walks, and 2 runs. Talk about production again. Everyone produced. Jeez. Another extra inning game for Apex. That's 3 in a row. 3 in a row. 3 extra inning games for Apex as they win 3-2. Hits for everyone, almost for Indianapolis. No real standouts. 1 for 3 day with an RBI, 2 walks, and 2 runs for Winston. Bolanos takes the win. Maple takes the save. Jung takes the hold. Law takes a blown save. A dog, a St. Brown, takes the loss. I think that's a dog. Ivy Leaf, the starting pitcher for Kashima, gets the player of the game. Is it St. Brown? Or am I thinking of a St. George? What am I thinking of? Meanwhile, the Stars beat the Crabs, beat the Crabs. They literally took a crab and just beat it. St. Bernard. I'm thinking of a St. Bernard. Yeah, alright. The Stars beat the Crabs 11-0 in a shutout win. Offense from everyone on the Stars. A 2 for 3 day with 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and a run from Wendell Meredith. El Charo with a complete game shutout. Getting the win. 91 pitches. Talk about efficiency. Less than almost 10 pitches per inning. That's impressive. 3 strikeouts and only giving up 1 walk and 3 runs. Tachibana takes the loss for Providence, pitching a third of an inning, giving up 7 earned runs in that time. And El Charo, the starting pitcher, is the player of the game. Meanwhile, the Supernova do the exact same thing to the Vandals, beating them 12-1. I need to clean the litter box today. Everyone on the side of the Vandal, or everyone on the side of Sarasota gets on base except... No. Everyone on the side of the Sarasota gets on base. Though Westfall and Kane do not get hits. 3 for 5 day with 4 RBIs and 2 runs from Red Arrow. Kevin Baxter takes the win for Sarasota. Takahashi takes the loss for Vancouver, and Red Arrow is the player of the game. That was a day. That was a day in the majors. See if the minors give us anything interesting too. As the Hepcats beat the 66ers 5-2. Interesting. It very rarely happens that there's a 2-line thing here because his name is so long and he played 2 positions. But a 1 for 3 day with 3 RBIs and a run for Slockening. Slockening? Slockening. Tom Brady takes the win. Homie takes the loss. Focia takes the save for Kansas City. Grimes takes the loss for San Bernardino. And Jack Brady is the player of the game. And there was a 44-minute delay in the 7th inning for rain. The Dynamos beat the Lemurs 4-1. 3 for 4 day from... He had a good day again. I keep having to say his name. Sanchez takes the win. Wheatfall takes the save for Dallas. Prasivka. Matt Prasivka takes the loss for Louisville, and Giovanni Sanchez is the player of the game. The Mounties beat the Swift Steeds 4-3. If anyone's ever played Phasmophobia, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for the not a lot of offense today. 3 for 4 day with 2 runs from Smith on the side of State College. Washington III, our president, gets the win. Benson takes the save. Yather takes the loss and the blown save. And Jack Obermueller is the player of the game. The Wheelers continue winning as they beat the Brew City Bears 5-1. 1 for 3 day with 3 RBIs and a run from Sudat. Theophilus Sudat. That's a cool name. Velasquez takes the win for Anchorage. Boyd Jr. takes the loss for Brew City. And Armando Velasquez is the player of the game. And the Kingpins, in probably the most boring game to watch ever, get a 1-0 win over the Dillos. The 1 RBI coming from Frank with a 1 for 3 day and an RBI. It's impressive. Lanzador takes the win. Stormbliss takes the save for Chicago. Huff takes the loss for Dillos. And Yo soy Lanzador. My name is Lanzador. It's funny as the player of the game. All right, that is the 30th. On to the 31st. Another quick sim day. Let's Oh, is Lanzador pitcher? Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually really funny. Is that a bot? I don't think that's a bot. That's funny, though. The Demons beat the Voyagers 6-3. 2 for 4 day for 2 RBIs and a run for Stretch Armstrong. It's an IA. Oh, that's a good name, too, man. Carsey takes the win. Palmer takes the save for Detroit. Slothface, never a sloth, takes the loss for New York. Kid Carsey's the player of the game. The Rougarou in a dominating 7-3 win over the Raptors. The name is Yo soy Lanzador, which in Spanish translates to I am pitcher. It's a good name. I'm impressed by that. Let's see. 2 for 5 day with 3 RBIs and 2 runs from Cook. Nakamura takes the win for New Orleans. Wooler takes the loss for Boise, and J.R. Cook is the player of the game. He do be pitching. The Apex, in their first non-extra innings game in quite a while, beat the Foxes 6-1. 2-hit day for Dominguez Jr. with 2 RBIs and a run. Legoose takes the win. Ingram takes the loss for Kashima, and Shifty LeHonk is the player of the game. The Stars beat the Crabs 3-1. There's no offense again. There's just no offense. No one got hits. Bergamo Lemon got 2 hits for Providence. Onside Nashville, Obama takes the win. Nguyen. Obama takes the Nguyen. Nguyen takes the hold, and McFlorida takes the save. Not Kid Carsey. Cooper Casey takes the loss for Providence, and Barack Obama is the player of the game. The Toros take another win from the Sloths, putting them at 500 now. The Sloths slowly sliding down that thingy-majigger, the standings. And a 4-2 win for the Toros. As Poe Wallops hits his his 200th home run. Oh, Scott Poe. Oh, boy, I thought Poe Wallops was the name. Oh, man. Scott Poe hits his 200th home run. Congratulations, Scott Poe. As I can read, I swear. Offense-wise for the game, though, LaFleur goes 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. Poe Wallops, Hall of Fame. Get Poe Wallops into the Hall of Fame now. Some Nachos won the game for Cancun. Castillo and Cocoron both take holds. Oh, there's Dasani Voss gets the save. Grier takes the loss for San Antonio, and Nacho Varga, some good old nachos and cheese, is the player of the game. I'm so confused. What game was that? Was that the Stars? No, that was Nashville. Vandals beat the Supernova 5-1. 2 for 5 day with 2 RBIs from Shitterme. Colton Kai takes the win. Paper pressing gets the hold. Colby Kidd takes the hold as well for Vancouver. Buster Nutt takes the loss for Sarasota, and Colton Kai is the player of the game. The Aviators beat the Scorpions 4-2. Let's see. 1 for 4 day with 2 RBIs from D'Alessio. Always reminds me of like a guitar company. Should really look up what that company name is. Beaumont takes the win. Sig Ripper is the hold. Farron McGaden takes the save for Outer Banks. Sims, because he is stinky and bad, takes the loss for Death Valley. Beaumont. Beaumont. Bo. Is the player of the game. Oh, I gotta do all these games today. Quick sim this. The Wheelers continue their winning streak, beating the Bears one more time, 7-4. Bo. 2 for 4 day with 3 RBIs, a walk, and 2 runs from Diamondo. Hodder Perry is the winner for Anchorage. Oh no takes the hold, and a cockroach takes the save. The day Thursday gets the loss for Brew City, and Diamondo is the player of the game. Whoa. The 66ers and the Hepcats go to town on each other, but the 66ers come out on top 13-8. Remember Winkle has 2 home runs apparently, as he goes 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs, a walk, and 3 runs. Remember Winkle just needed, I think, nope, he needed a single and a triple for the cycle. MacArthur takes the win and a blown save. Branson takes the save for San Bernardino. Tyler Srek takes the loss for Kansas City. And Brethonian Remember Wrinkle is the player of the game. I'm never going to be able to say that. The Kingpins beat up the Dillos. Well, they kind of beat up on each other one more time there. A lot of runs, but 10-7 win for the Kingpins. Yeah, you have too much power, can't get a single. 3 for 5 day with 2 RBIs and a run for Picone and Scary Terry. Luciano takes the win. Al Capone takes the hold. Stormbless takes the save for Chicago. Barron takes the loss for the Dillos. And Trevin Knight and Tony Gunk were ejected in the 5th inning for igniting a bench-clearing brawl. Getting some fisticuffs up in here in the PBE. The Mounties and the Swifties. The Mounties get into double-digit wins, going 8 for 2 over the Swifties. 2 for 4 day with 3 RBIs and a run for our other president, Washington. Zach Washington. Harry Balls gets the win for Kingston. Is it actually Harry? It is, okay. Baldelli takes the loss for State College, and Harry Balls is the player of the game. And the Dynamos take down the Lemurs, 7-5. 3 for 5 day with Favre RBIs and a run from an actual Barry. Just a literal Barry was playing baseball. McDonald takes the win, and LaCroix takes the save for Dallas. Sly takes the loss for Louisville, and an actual Barry is the player of the game. That finishes up the 31st. On to the 1st, which is our final day. To watch the Sloths and Cancun. All right, let's see here. So, Daring versus... Nope. No. It is not Daring versus the Callaway Flowers. It is Taylor Johnson versus Lucien Karamochi. So let's see. That doesn't matter because that's not the pitcher. Rubber match between the first series between the Sloths and the Toros this season. I don't. Sure. Flowers doesn't matter. Daring doesn't matter. At the top of the lineup for Cancun, Michael Fitted. Wait. I clicked the wrong teams. There. Okay. So let's try this again. The Sloths in Cancun instead of the Stars and Providence. Got this right this time. It is actually Bobby Daring and Callaway Flowers. So the rubber match between the first series between the Sloths and the Toros. Getting a little crazy here. The Flowers faces his old team, San Antonio. Over 9 seasons, Flowers won 89 games, 2 All-Star appearances, 1 no-hitter to clinch the semifinals, and 1 World Series as a Sloth. Before the Sim, Flowers was on 99 wins in his career. I'm guessing he passed 100. Bobby Daring was Flowers' teammate for 6 seasons, and neither pitcher had a losing record while in the same rotation together. Daring is currently having the best season of his career, a low career ERA, career low FIP, and a career high ERA+. At the top of the lineup for Cancun, Michael Fitted is having a breakout season this year, hitting .314. No, not anymore. Hitting .269. Leading the Toros with 20 runs scored and 9 stolen bases. And the Sloths have their own power and speed threat in Acuna Matata, who currently sits at 10 home runs now, and 5 stolen bases, is on pace for a 30-20 season. Maybe stretch that out to 30-30 as we get started here. And San Antonio is going to lead things off for us. As San Antonio, lines out to the second baseman. Camden sends that one to the moon, and eventually comes down as the center fielder catches it. Scott Poe sends that one to the right field, and that's the end of the first. Michael Fitted grounds that one to the third baseman for an out. I've been tagged. Salmons walks. Carter will strike out looking. And Bauer strikes out looking, or swinging as well. I don't know. Bobby McDonald strikes out swinging. Turtle strikes out swinging as well. And Dinkle strikes out swinging. Strikeout after 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 strikeout. Esposito grounds out to the shortstop. LaFleur, an error in center field. So LaFleur's on base. Wild pitch puts Walrus on LaFleur on second. Walrus sends him over to third with a grounder to the second baseman. And Anderson grounds out to the second baseman to the end. The inning. Cunha Matata grounds to the second baseman. Christy Abbott will take a walk. Roberto Khan. Oh, that's an error at first. So that's runners on first and second. San Antonio flies out to the right fielder. And Camden strikes out swinging. Drozdov will strike out swinging to lead off the bottom of the third. Fitted takes a walk. Salmons, with Fitted on the move, actually gets him over to second due to that. But Carter will end the inning with a grounder to third. Scott Poe grounds that one to the first baseman. Bobby McDonald sends that one to right center field. That's going to be an out. Tomato Turtle. That's going to be the first hit of our game as Tomato Turtle gets a single. Haywood Dinkle sends that one to at center field as well. That's going to be runners on the corners. Acuna Matata strikes out looking to end the top of the fourth. Anthony Bauer sends this one to left field. H-Team has a hit now. Esposito sends that one out of the park. 419-foot home run puts Cancun up 2-0. LaFleur flies that one out to left field for an out. Walrus to right field for an out as well. Anderson gets that one to left field for a single. Drozdov will strike out swinging to end the bottom of the fourth. Christy Abbott will strike out swinging. Roberto Kahn gets that one into left field. That's going to be a single. Stan Antonio strikes out swinging. Camden takes a walk. Runners on first and second for Poe Wallops, as he's going to actually score some runs here, as that's a double. Okay, so a double with 2 RBIs, and then Scott Poe gets thrown out at third. But the game's tied now, I think. Yeah, game's tied now. Fitted strikes out swinging. Salmons grounds that one. That's going to be an error. Man on first. Carter gets that one to left field. Bauer sends that one to center. Bases loaded. Esposito is going to cash in at least one with a sac fly to right field. Puts the Toros up 3-2. LaFleur sends that one to center. That's going to be the end of the inning, as Cancun goes up 3-2. McDonald, whoa! Line drive to the pitcher, caught. Tomato Turtle flies out to right field. And Haywood Dinkle flies out to right field. Walrus grounds to the second baseman for the first out. Anderson grounds to the shortstop. And Drozdov flies out to right. Oh! No, that's dropped. There's so many errors. Fitted flies out to left, and that's going to be the end of the inning. There's been 4 errors this game. Come on, defense. Kuni Matata strikes out swinging. Christy Abbott takes a walk. Roberto Kahn strikes out swinging. Stan Antonio, liner to second, ends the inning. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to... Salmons walks to lead off the 7th. Carter strikes out swinging. Bauer strikes out looking. And Esposito takes a walk. Runners on first and second. LaFleur sends that one to center field, and that's going to be the end of the inning. Cancun up 3-2. Camden will strike out looking. Scott Poe Wallops strikes out swinging. McDonald strikes out swinging. 3 up, 3 down for the Sloths. Walrus strikes out looking. Anderson grounds that one to the second baseman. Drozdov grounds that one to the shortstop. So, going to the top of the 9th, Sloths need a run to send it to the bottom to get the go-ahead run. It's Tomato Turtle. Ooh, strikes out swinging, unable to hold up his bat there. Dinkle gets that one to the right field corner. That's going to be a double tying run on second. Not able to put him over the third is Matata. Abbott takes a walk, go-ahead run on first. Kahn loads the bases. Stan Antonio. Oh, and that's going to be a ground out to shortstop. As with the bases loaded, the Toros squeeze out a win, 3-2. I thought that was going to be a single. That was the animation for a infield single. The Sloths now drop below 500 as the Toros take the win. 1 for 2 day with 3 RBIs, a walk, and a run for Esposito. Flowers takes the win, Shu takes the hold, Cocaron takes the save for Cancun, and Daring takes the loss. The Raptors shut out the Rougarou 6-0. Toot Plan going 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run. Hamed and Geronimo getting the only hits for New Orleans. Lucas takes the win for Boise. Coco McTween takes the loss, and Andrew Lucas is the player of the game. The Aviators shut out the Scorpions 8-0 with 15 hits. 3 for 4 day with 3 RBIs and a walk from Tyler Swift. 4 for 5 day with 2 RBIs, a walk, and 2 runs from Bergen Cannon. Cannon Bergen. Urquides Garcia takes the loss for Death Valley. Walker Cato gets the complete game shutout, giving up only 2 walks and 4 hits for Outer Banks. Cato takes the player of the game and gets 6 strikeouts in his complete game. The Demons beat the Voyagers 2-1. 2 for 3 day with an RBI and a walk and a run for Mo Willis. Molly Mitchell takes the win. Galvin takes the hold. Kyle Bellinger Jr. takes the save for Detroit. Sivart takes the loss for New York, and Molly Mitchell is the player of the game. Sarasota shuts out the Vandals 4-0, though the Vandals do get 7 runs compared to the Supernova 6. There's like no offense. 1 hits for everyone and RBIs for everyone. Yay. Pozo takes the win for Sarasota. Johnson takes the loss for Vancouver, and Pozo, the starting pitcher, is the player of the game. The Apex have stopped doing extra inning games and beat the Foxes 7-4. 2 hits for Hood, Magiacomo, and Chungus, though Hood gets 2 RBIs. Dangley takes the win. Bolanos takes the hold. Maple Syrup takes the save for Indianapolis. Etsuka Rune takes the loss for Kashima, and Sailor Twift is the player of the game. What did Twift do? Oh, Twift went 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs, 2 walks, and 2 runs. Lots of 2s. 2. 2s all over the place. As the Crabs shut out the Stars 5-0. Actually, it's also the Crabs' second-digit win, so 10 wins for the Crabs. As 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs for Dowd. Kuramochi takes the win. An actual Crab gets the save for Providence. Johnson takes the loss for Nashville, and Lucien Kuramochi is the player of the game. And we watched that. So, checking the minors real quick, we are done. Checking the standings in the majors. Outer Banks leads the East 5 games up on New Orleans and 7 up on Apex. The Vandals with 1 game lead over the Stars in the West, 2 games up on Death Valley, 3 games up on Detroit, and the Raptors, Sloss, and the Foxes kind of in the basement, all under 500. As it stands, Aviators and Vandals go to the playoffs. Stars, Scorpions, Rougarou, and Demons all head into the wild card. Yeah, West is destroying my predictions too. In the minors, the 66ers lead 3 games over the Wheelers, 5 games over the Dillos. The Dynamos and the Kingpins tied for first in the East, with the Lemurs sniffing up 2 games back. The 66ers, 7 games up on the wild card, 4 games up on the Wheelers, 2 games up on the Dillos. The minors is a mess. No one's going to the playoffs. The 66ers are going to the playoffs right now in the minors. The rest of this is nonsense. So, that is your stream today. Hour 50. Hour 50. I got another 2 hours. Bang. Finally. Figured out how to do it. I need to click the right buttons. This is not the right buttons. Where's the right buttons? Here's the right buttons. All, none, checks. Let's export. 100,000 for me to sing a random 4-line song. I can do some sea shanties. I've picked up some of those. Guys, you want to see Discord real quick? Discord. So yeah, we've got a little 10-minute section here. Give us a teaser song. Ooh, which sea shanty? I could do health to the company. I could do. Oh, I could do. Drunken sailor. I could do. Sing Kingdom style. No. 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 The wild are beating the coyotes at the moment, but that's sad. Nope, definitely not singing that either. Let's see, what shanties do I know? I can do the Wellerman. Wellerman is a pretty easy one. Oh, roll the chariot. Roll the chariot's good. Yeah, go wild. Coyotes suck anyway. Roll the chariot, yeah. Sea shanty version of WAP? No. I honestly don't even know the lyrics to it, so I can't even give you a sea shanty of that. No, roll the chariot's a good one. Oh, there's the cats that ruined the predictions. Those are good cats. Except for they ruined predictions. Play Freebird. Sea shanty Freebird. Is that? Could we turn Freebird into a sea shanty? Oh, all of my homework got delayed because the site crashed, but you know, I already finished it, so. Sea shanty Freebird. I bet we could turn Freebird into a sea shanty. You have to be clever with the lyrics a little bit. But yeah, I think you could do it. That's true. You really just do kind of need a good like. You can turn anything into a sea shanty. Play Sea Shanty 2. There's a second sea shanty. And roll the old chariot along, we'll roll the old chariot along. Oops, I need to shake this. Shake. Shake this can. Shake, shake, shake. And then give it a second to sit. If anyone knows any good pirate games that aren't Sea of Thieves, because I don't think I'm interested in Sea of Thieves. If anyone knows good pirate games or like ocean trading games, hit me up. I'm looking for like one pirate and or like you run a trading vessel kind of game. Is Pillars? I thought Pillars was like an RPG a la like Baldur's Gate. I thought that's what Pillars was. Yes, actually, the Uncharted Waters from SNES is pretty much what I'm legitimately looking for. There was a very, very shitty MMO made from Uncharted Waters. Called Uncharted Waters Online, which was a lot of fun, but its graphics is shit and the gameplay is turned into shit. You could just become a pirate in real life. You know what? That's it. I'm now a pirate. Arg, mateys. I am a pirate. Yardy yar yar. We'll roll the old chariot along, we'll roll the old chariot along, we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Yeah, I've been considering getting Assassin's Creed 4. I've not played any of the Assassin's Creed series. I think that might be half decent. Because I know Black Flag was supposed to be like, it was people that liked Assassin's Creed didn't like Black Flag, but I think I would because I'm looking for the pirate thing. Yeah, you're right, honestly. I think my thing in my mind, I want two different games. I want like a piratey game, and I also want just you're the owner of a sea company, like the East India Trading Company, and you just trade, except for not like the East India Trading Company. Yeah, I kind of literally I get that there's the two different, like it's literally the two spectrums, and I wouldn't mind one in each. I just can't find it. I've played Elite Dangerous, which is literally sandbox, and you can do it all. But I don't want it in space. I want it on the ocean. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. We'll roll the old chariot along, we'll roll the old chariot along, we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. I've considered, there's a lot of pirate games I've considered. Sid Meier's I know is supposed to be really good. I played it for like 10 minutes once and I had it and I enjoyed it. I just need to find it again. The 4X Civ games are turn-based, but also usually called like 4X, like the I mean, they're called Civilization, but oh, you're talking about Sid Meier's? Sid Meier's Pirates is literally it's a Civ based game, but it's pirates. Oh, it's on Steam. I'll have to pick it up. I'll have to get maybe some graphical mods because I know it came out a while ago. Okay, when you find it, let me know. I'm interested. I have some stuff on Steam too that I'm curious about playing. I don't know. There's just it's a trading sim. You can't think of the name of it. Got it. Well, if you figure it out. Because I've been listening to sea shanties a lot recently. I'm like, I want to play something where I'm on the seas, and be it pirates or sea trading. So I feel like I would enjoy Sea of Thieves if I had people I knew it. Ooh, the Wellerman. Wellerman's a good one. It's true. I need someone to be a DM. I want to be a pirate. I want to be a pirate bard. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. If I wasn't already running a campaign, I would offer to DM for some people. I know some DVS people wanted to do one too. But I'm not gonna DM two games at once. I would want someone to DM for me so I could be either a bard or a wizard. Oh, I've been egged. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us shanty and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, take our leave and go. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, take our leave and go. I do. Yeah, so I do Discord for voice and Roll20 for all the stuff. Yeah, Automod did not like tonguin. Even though that is literally the clerics to Wellerman. Yeah, so I do, yeah, I use Discord for the voice and any out-of-game stuff that needs to happen. Like, if I need to DM someone, I'll use Discord, but we do Roll20 for all the visuals, all the rolling of dice. I don't think I'd ever get into a randoms D&D group. I don't know if I would feel comfortable being me with people I don't know. I'd want to DM or at this point now be in a party with people I already know or at least are comfortable with. I wouldn't do randoms. It definitely is better with friends. It's like a lot of, honestly, co-op games and things like when I would play League of Legends and Dota. I don't want to do that with randoms. I want to do it with my friends because I know I can enjoy that. Hey, all right, let's see. Where's the how to update links? How to upload. Click this, drag this over. Give it a second to do its thing. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellermen come to bring tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. I have a few characters in mind that I would want to try. Just making sure we're good. We are, alrighty. That is the index updated. Yay! Let's publish that, because I was told to publish things. Index is updated. The numbers! The numbers! Well, oh, I don't know what I just clicked. Hope I didn't click anything off. Cool. Thank you guys for coming, hanging out, enjoying some sea shanties, and watching some games. We had some crazy stuff in the off days, but nonetheless, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. We got this under 2 hours, like almost exactly 2 hours now because of the uploading process, but I'm gonna go have some food, use the bathroom. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a wonderful night. And I will see you all potentially for the playoffs. We'll see if I get another stream. And I did see that. I'm going to go listen to that, Colby. I'm curious about sea shanties now. Have a wonderful night, everyone.